What if everyone was educated? How different would everybody's lives be? What would happen if everyone has equal access and opportunity in education? What kind of place would our world be? Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great privilege to share to you the importance of our education. Well, we are all aware that education is a term that we have grown up hearkening to since we were youngsters. Right from the get go of our springtime until this very moment, we have been environed by education and its demand and significance. We have always been enlightened by our parents, guardians, and mentors that education is essential and we should all take it seriously and sincerely. But let us foremost address the matter of what is education all about. By its vivid definition, education is the systematic mode through which fellow students are briefed and handed over knowledge in a school, college, or any other institutional organization. This is the speculative definition of what the term education alludes. With that, we can say that education is an exceptional tool which is very useful and accessible in everybody's life. The rare material that differentiates us from other living beings on earth is no other than but our education. It can able to raise a man into the smartest creature on earth. It empowers and enable humans and condition them to be fortified to face any disputes and obstacles of life efficiently and proficiently. With that being said, education still remains a luxury and not of necessity in our country. Educational awareness needs to be spread and expand throughout the country to make education more accessible and acquirable. But this remains incomplete without first anatomizing the significance of such education. Only when the people realize what implication it holds can they consider it a requisite for our good everlasting life. Furthermore, education is very important and valuable that it also covers up for personal development as well as for socio-economic development of our country. Education really is for living life suitably and appositely. Moreover, it validates and instigates our intellect to conceive the good thoughts and ideas and grow our knowledge day by day. Education really fosters us in accumulating new skills and techniques. Thus, it becomes effortless for us to do our daily life activities in the best possible ways. The maximum output and excellence. Education really is a must have a tool to increase a person's standard of our living, as it provides us all the necessary goods and cognizance about how we can step up our profits with the application of our mentality and literacy. In the life of student like me, education is considered as one of the most mandatory elements. It assists us, the students, to do critical analysis while making valuable decisions in life. Education really is very essential for us students because after being educated enough, we will able to select a good career option so that we can succeed in life with the help of the proper education. A good career provides us as students financial freedom and support along with mental satisfaction. The education really helps us in enhancing and refining our communication skills. For instance, our speech, body language, and many other elements present in communication system. Education continuously helps us in utilizing the technology in a better way in this era of rapid technological development and transformation. Nonetheless, education embraces a wholesome and holistic indoctrinating and progress of an individual. Education is the manner of how an individual withholds knowledge about various aspects in life, becomes liberated, and attains the capacity to think freely, creatively, and uniquely. That is why getting an education is obligatory in this ever changing and highly developed world. But so many of us don't appreciate enough. We should treasure our education a lot more and strive harder and pursue harder because it is compulsory for us so many different reasons and adds so much value to our lives. There are so many positive upbringings of education, but most of them come under the two banners rather, of performing us to develop personality and improving our life chances. Learning provides us so much that we otherwise wouldn't have. Besides the conspicuous skills and facts that we absorbed, we learn to have self-discipline and self-motivation, timekeeping skills, social and communication skills, and so much more. We also profit confidence and self-esteem through finishing a lot of tasks and being praised for good work, as well as learning right and wrong as we are punished for any wrongdoing from a young age. Being educated is shown to boost people's series of self-worth, life satisfaction, and overall happiness. So, ultimately, being a well-rounded person with lots of potential of happiness is a major outcome of education. This development in itself increase our chances in life and our potential to do the things we want to do. A social skills gained allowed us to form good relationships and all the other skills will help when it comes to getting a job. There is, unsurprisingly, a positive correlation between the level of education that people receive, the amount of money they earn. People that are educated are less likely to be unemployed or be on low wages with which they can barely feed their families. They're more likely to afford a nice house in a good area, a nice car, and a regular family vacations. Educated people are also less likely to go to prison because they will able to provide for the families without crime and are less likely to be violent as they can communicate better with language. Whatever level someone has studied though, a good education will get them farther than someone with little no education. This is because of the marketable skills that we have earned. Literacy and basic math skills are vital foundations of independent living and being able to work. Good and effective communication skills and ability to work both with a team and independent are often a basic necessity for any job. And these are developed in the education system through group and individual projects. Truly, education is undeniably significant.
Now, we can definitely say that education is fundamentally a valuable and premium asset for each and every one of us. Education permits us to discover and explore the world full of knowledge. It is one of the paramount factors in one's life that assists us to face and take on most of the challenges. Therefore, it is said that educated people not only live, but they enjoy and adore their life, while uneducated people do not. With that, education is recognized as the primary key for the triumph of the parallel world, which unmasks the worthiness of education in itself. As I perceive, the education helps in the finishing of one's character, discipline, curiosity, knowledge, and right livelihood. Education is the very reason why educated people are fathomed as the prestigious faces and models of the society. In such a hustling and competitive world, education upgrades the mentality and behavior of people. Thus, educated people are more tangible and untroubled. They treat animals and nature modestly too. They also have a refined and developed mind. They desolate the surrounding of superstitions and make others believe in reality. Today, the criteria and the theme of the occasion is entirely different than earlier. Many national programs are also promoting education and making it accessible. Education in the society mitigates all the differences and giving responsibilities, duties, social, and human rights as well. Today, you live in a technical world just because of educated people. People invented lots of gadgets, machines, instruments, and communication tools. A country well equipped with science and technology is known. But even apart from all of that, our very own lives taught us meaningful lessons. It is because of the remarkable experiences accumulated as we live in a daily basis, through which we realize and understand some of the most important and toughest lessons about life and existence. Now, have we all realized that this so called education is an essential and very important factor for us? Definitely yes. Because it guides us to the enhancements of our mind and intellect. It is a sensation which assists us in the overall growth and framing of an individual's personality and intellectual potentiality. Keeping this perspective in education in mind, we can well conclude that it is an essential phenomenon, and we should be mindful of the fact that without education, the country cannot prosper. If education is not seen as important, then one day it will just be all about school scores and hitting the factors of a curriculum. There will be a day when children starts to hate learning because school put them off it for life. Plus without education, teaching people how to reason things out and teaching them how to separate what is fact from what is faulty evidence, then our society will become more and more ignorant until a smarter country simply marches over and take our country from under our benighted and ignorant noses. That is why each and every one of us, putting aside our status and races, should have the right to access to proper and definitive education because an educated society will make our home country a better place to live in. That could be all. Thank you.